Good morning, my little chicken fried pigeon toed McNuggets. I don't know what that means. But it's October 13th, it's Sunday, 2024. And it's my anniversary today, guys. I've been married for 6 years. Happy anniversary to my beautiful wife who doesn't watch my channel. I love you very much. And also, speaking of love, hit 40 subscribers. A couple of weeks ago, had 13. Very cool, guys. Love you all very much. And you don't have to subscribe to my channel for me to love you. But if you subscribe to my channel, that means I know you love me. I'm just playing. Which, in deference, I really appreciate you guys that know. It makes me know that, what I'm doing here is helping somebody out. So also, speaking of helping somebody out, 6-year anniversary, my daughter is autistic, my 7-year-old daughter. Let you figure that one out. But she's autistic, and I just want to put this out here because this has nothing to do with much. Learning as we go here, weighted blankets. If any of you guys that are watching this have a autistic person in your life, and maybe they get a little wound up or a little loud, I would definitely say there's ones that go on your shoulders. Some kids like that, or adults even. Actually, it's adults that are talking that I've watched the reviews on. After I heard about this, my wife told me, and my daughter has slept so much better the last 2 or 3 weeks that we have got her a weighted blanket, because I don't know if you know, but most autistic children do wake up in the middle of the night and just have random thoughts or just burst of energy, and this has really helped her out, and I think it's helped her out in school too. Maybe I think they use the ones that go on. So I just wanted to bring that up. And then also, maybe your kid's not autistic, just like extremely hyper, then I would say use like 10 of them. I'm just kidding, guys. But I'm kidding. There's different weights though. Might be something to look into. So football day, guys. Sunday. You see it says Cowboys. I wasn't feeling very pretty today, so we went with blue and not white. Feel a little bloated, I ain't gonna lie. So, why? I don't know. Let's just blame the weather or the camera. What's your guys' favorite football team? Let me know. I'm not just trying to get you to comment or anything. Talking football is my favorite thing in the world. It's over everything. About jewelry, anything like that. What's your favorite team? Have you been a lifelong fan? Are you a diehard fan? If you're a Chiefs fan, have you been a Chiefs fan forever? Because I'm from Missouri, so I know that these Chiefs fans are some diehard fans, because just not winning the Super Bowl since 1969, until recent, until Mahomes. They stuck around and they were good fans. I'm a Cowboy fan. Been a Cowboy fan. I was born in 1984. Became a Cowboy fan in 1989. There was 1-15 that year. I barely remember it, but again, they were 1-15. Next year they were 3-13. I do remember that, but they drafted Emmett that year. So guess what? It's all good. There's nothing that you can say that can hurt me. I've seen 3-13. I've seen 1-15, and I've seen 5-11 3 years in a row. So there's nothing you can say that can hurt me anymore. The Cowboys have hurt me enough. But is there a team you hate? Maybe it is the Cowboys. Maybe it's the fans. Not all fans are delusional. We don't all think we're going to win every single year. As much as it makes me want to throw up in my mouth. There was years that I honestly thought Donovan McNabb, especially when they had Terrell Owens, was going to take it to the house. But on the 40 sub thing, I was this morning, it's kind of going through other people's reviews, because I love watching these things, and I came across an individual, and maybe you guys have heard of him before, maybe you've ran across his channel, maybe you're already a subscriber. I'm going to ask you a favor. If you subscribe to my channel, I use those terms loosely, guys. I so appreciate y'all. Please go to, it is Davey Lambert, Davey Lambert, Lambert. I've never seen his videos before, stumbled across them actually this morning. He was a gold enthusiast. He was a good old boy. He definitely Southern. And I mean, just somebody that you would want to just hang with, and you could just tell he was a good old hearted person. He loved jewelry and guns. If you're against guns or for guns, that's not a place for discussion. I mean, it's like, if you don't want to see something, don't watch it. That's how I feel about things. And it's like, well, what about our kid? I'm not getting into all that. But he had just, I'm from Missouri. I may talk different than a lot of you. But some of y'all talk like this. Like, if we have a tornado, it's nader. Because, that's just country western for tornado. And so I just, not making fun of anybody. I mean, I've got family members in Alabama who, it's a real Southern draw there. Not going to even try it. But this guy, when he would start talking about his jewelry, whether it was his 4mm rope, which, by the way, I am wearing that 4mm rope right here. Not his, but I'm wearing a 4mm rope. And I decided I was going to do that for this episode, or review. It's not about this rope, but not usually, but 99% of the time, I would say, my wife and I wear our crosses. I have the standard, and she has the mini version of the Boss Cross, the flat Boss Cross. He was very excited. He loved his 4mm rope. He also ended up getting other things from Jacoje. Braden sent him some crazy sticker. Never seen anything like that before. It made me laugh. But when he started getting his jewelry, his voice, just his eyes lit up. He was excited to talk to you guys. He just really cared about his viewers. And if you notice, I keep saying he cared, or he loved. So this individual, the last post was 2 years ago, and from the comments, I'm taking it that he passed away, and I think it was a car wreck. I know it's a long time coming. I seen him comment in there that said, "I miss you, Dad," and that breaks my heart. And I just want you to know that I know that person's not going to see their kid, my thing here, but we love you, man. And if you could, go subscribe to that channel. There's not going to be any more content. But, I mean, if you like watching, I don't know why you wouldn't want to watch somebody who loves something like you love something. Just, if you're watching me, go watch this guy. So go subscribe. Honor him, subscribe, and to push the numbers up and to honor that guy. Also, and I was going to do a short just because some people have asked me what reviews I watched. Try Truth. Okay, number one and foremost, Try Truth and Jacoje. Links. Braden and Mike. Okay. Another one is David Nicholson. I don't know if he's done one in a while, but cool dude. I think there's another David too. I don't know if it's the same one, but Melissa. She's amazing. She's got a wonderful take. On the smaller chain, she wears heavy links. She likes figuros. She will pronounce it more properly than I do. Her last name is Nacional. So Melissa, Melissa, Nacional. And because I'm from Missouri, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I don't know what it would be. Cubano Loco. All right. Great for if you want to look at Miami Cubans and just the comparisons. From a distance, jewelry and lifestyle. And the very last one is, what is it? She sells. I don't want to forget, and if I forget, I'll get you next week. She always does her reviews from her car. Or not always, but that's where she started. Had 10 carats and 14, and she opened her own business. She's new. Instead of Figaro, she sells a Jester Link. She sells Dragon Scales instead of Francos, I believe. Jones Luxury. She's very cool, guys. Check her out. But I think we got that taken care of here. Just want to make sure I got everything. Real quick, before we get into the review and actually this, I know we're already 10 minutes in, so before we get to the 6.5mm concave, which is what I'm reviewing today, I just want to tell you guys a quick way. If you're trying to get a bracelet, how do you measure your wrist? I think one of the easiest ways is if you have a ruler, just to mind trick it to bend around your wrist. No, take a phone cord, take a rope, take any piece of string. We are going to, why not? I'm going to use this right here. Pretend this is a phone cord, this rope. So put it around your wrist. Pretend, well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and open it for you guys. So this is just pretend it was this piece of string even. Put it around your wrist. Where do you want it? Do you want it to hang like that? No. So do you want it kind of tight? So say you want it about like this, right? And you know, you can kind of slide up and you kind of figure that out. So now what do? Make sure you have a hold of this piece right here, so that all you have to do is measure with the ruler from here to here, and it's going to give you that. Word of advice, if you're doing a box lock, guys, it's not, man, I'm old, I can barely see. It's not the end of the lock, the male part that goes inside a hubba hubba. It is, because that once that goes inside, that eliminates that length. Okay, so if this is your box lock and you know you're measuring, here's the female piece, and if you're measuring that, wink wink, that's not right. You need to measure from here, not here. Okay, and that goes for necklaces, chains, whatever. So 6.5 millimeter, and just so you guys see, this is what it looks like with a 4 millimeter with a standard size pendant from Jacoje. Now, the reason I am telling you what this is so maybe you don't have a Jacoje pendant, go to a site, look up the standard, it has the dimensions, be like, oh, all right. This is a kind of a cool look. This is something you see not every, but a lot of content creators will show you this, because that looks awesome. You know, maybe not to you, but up here, you know, it would look great too. Pulling that over at 22 and 24. I've got it at 24 inches, and I have this 4 millimeter rope at 26 inches. Again, rest in peace, Davey. So most of the time as you're moving around throughout the day, it's not going to lay to the side of that. It's going to actually lay on top of it. Are you okay with that? Because you're going to get this over here, and some people may think that looks sloppy. I don't. If it was like this, if you got a real heavy pendant, guys, I don't know about that. Unless it was the same length, then maybe, because I do like that look. Some people don't. I do. When you're wearing the same length and a round chain, like we're gonna use these for example, a rope sometimes, and then a say a link chain like this concave flat, they will get tangled if they're thinner or whatever. If you have a pendant on it, usually that's going to eliminate it at this length right here. So that's what I'm talking about. If you have two 24 inches in these, you know, it's going to get wrapped up. Braden's done videos. There's videos, but just if you're doing stuff, guys, it's going to end up, you know, like that. Do you like that? Do you not like that? Because that's what you're getting. Okay. That's what's that 4 millimeter. With the 5 millimeter rope, it without a pendant. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and I'm gonna show you guys something else. Coming at you. This is that 5 millimeter rope. This is one of my favorite chains. I think 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter rope are the two best. This is my everyday look, guys. This is, and so as you wear it like this, Remember we were kind of talking about, and if you're wearing a Miami Cuban, I don't think, and it's this size, a 6mm, 5mm, it's got weight, guys, it's not going to be flipping a lot. So this is that. Now let's mess it up a little bit. Now, whenever I have this 5 and the 6.5, with no pendant, I think it looks a lot better. This could be a 6mm rope, and that would probably be the best. However, I go for this look. This one looks a lot bigger on camera, and kind of these almost look, which I'll bring it up to you here in a little bit, but from a distance, versus that. And so even if you threw that pendant on there, because this is a thicker rope, it's just not gonna, even if it lays on top of that, it kind of covers it, see? So you don't have all that sticking out over there. So 5mm or 6mm here would be amazing. Excuse me. Even like that 7mm right there would be, to me, is that true look? It's a little big for me. I think that's what I'm saying. I think in between the 5 and the 7, which would be the 6 for you math experts. Guys, that was my life savings. It just fell off. But again, I have headaches, if you know that, if you've watched it. I like this look. This is for me. This could be a 6, this could be a 6. So either a 5 and a 6 or a 6.5 and a 6. Rope chains, though, as a 5, and this is a 6.5. Just remember, rope chains look a lot bigger because they're round. They give off a lot more presence. I was going to bring the 6mm rope in here to compare. I forgot it, and I don't want to wake anybody up. So, but I wear this 5mm in this right here. So, if you saw an unboxing video, you saw me talking about the 5.9mm concave. 5.9mm concave weighed 22.8 grams, guys. This one actually weighed 22.9. We had the 5mm concave, which I absolutely love. Did a review on it, and I wore that with this. And I'm 6'4", again 244. I got a lot more presence out of this. Now, if I was skinnier, smaller, let's just say if I was skinnier, okay, I would probably say the 5.9 for you guys that are wanting a subtle look, a very clean cut look, is probably the way to go, okay? I had the 5.9, I did a comparison video. Check it out if you want to. 5.9 is right in the middle. For me, it's a 6.5. You can see a little bit more of gaps in this one. But that's a flat curb, and this is the concave flat. So it's not a concave curb, which is going to be more of a tighter link with a thicker sidewall. It's going to be more of that flat curb with a concave cut. So let me go ahead and take these off here. But just to tell you guys on that, the 5mm is a great chain. You guys can get that for a pretty good price. It weighed 16.6. I think it says 16.3 on the side. So you're just, there's an average there. The 6.5 that I got weighed 28.1 or 20. Well, it says 28.2 on my scales. Average is 28.3. So there you sometimes you lose, sometimes you gain. Most of the time with Jacoje, it's over. But I mean, if you don't know what an average is, they can't all be winners. So Check this out. I love this chain. The advantages of this one is the more presence on the 6.5 millimeter. This is a 24 inch. Not only does it have more presence, guys, it's heavier. So the 22.8, 22.8, I think that's what it said. And then this one is the 28. So 5 grams makes all the difference, because that's almost 23 and this is pretty much 28. Makes all the difference when it comes to laying flat. If you saw the video from Braden, it's the budget chains. Also, he has one on new chains. He's wearing a 7.5 millimeter one of these, the next size up. Check it out. I talked about it in the other video. When he puts it on and he just goes like this, it just falls and lays flat. So if, you know, he calls it a wink, you know, the chain's laying like this, instead it's kind of doing one of these numbers. But shouldn't do that. But if it's doing like a little thing like that, the lighter the chain, link chain, it's gonna do that, guys. It's just part of it. Now, it's just like I did a short, I guess it was called shorts, on the 5 millimeter with a cross, and someone said that they didn't like link chains with pendants because they always fold, and that is true. So if you're somebody who has worn jewelry for a long time, or you like that look, me personally, I just like all the different kind of looks. I mean, unless it's just something like crazy, I like it. So overall, if I had one chain to go and I wanted to wear a pendant forever, and I was like, I want a chain for this pendant, I'd go round link, I'd go heavy link, I'd go rope, I'd go Franco. If there's any others out there, rounded, I don't know about a Byzantine, guys. I've never had one. I kind of like them the older I get, but I know they're a lot of weight, and they're cool looking though. But when you go with a baby curb, or you go with a Miami Cuban, or you go with a flat link, it is going to pull, and it's going to do that. I like that look because it's a little different. I like being able to wear the versatility of being able to put something on different chains. You know, if I want to put this on a rope, I can. If I want to have it on a heavy link, I can. Or if I want to have it where it comes down and it's almost that V, with like a Jacoje curb or something, or a baby curb, or, which is the same thing. It's just how they mark it. So 5.9 millimeter was, when it came to the links being tighter and it came to everything else, it almost had the same exact presence as this one. It was very subtle. The 5.9, again, that it was the way that it laid though. So I tried it on, and I, leaned forward and I went like this, and I watched it roll, okay, on just a regular t-shirt. And so it would do, I don't know if I can recreate it, when I would go back and forth, it would kind of roll up like this and then roll back. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what most link chains do. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Wouldn't bother me because I know what I'm getting. And when you're just standing there, most of the time they're laying flat. So, if you're moving around and stuff, that's just what it does. But if you want to look at it positively, when it does that, guys, you get the reflection of the gold. So that's what makes it kind of pretty too. This one I put on, and I do that, and it would kind of go this way, kind of go back that way, but it didn't curve. It just the chain part of it. See, we kind of go like this, and then I'm over here, and that kind of sold it for me. And then I put this on, and with the 5.9 and the 6.5, they both look really good with just the 5. This is a 4, but they look good with the 5 millimeter. I know that I like wearing the 6 millimeter, and I know that I like wearing the 5 and the 4. With that being said, bam, that was it. And so this 6.5 next to the 5 millimeter rope, see where those lobster clasps, real quick, check. So the lobster clasp on these is just gonna be the regular, guys, but very proportional, okay, to the people that matters. Stamped with Italy. Don't think you're going to be able to see it. Look, no. Stamped with Italy. You got your maker's mark, which I believe is an M and either I or I don't know. I think they were trying to do Mark II. And then on the other side, you have 14 karat. Both sides are stamped. So unless someone is up in your face, okay, and they're trying to kiss you or spit on you or hurt you, look how smaller the links go as you kind of go away, or the gaps, okay? Of course, you're going to be able to see that. If you wear a fig, you get to see your shirt too. It's not a Cuban. It is what it is. But again, so if you want to watch the comparison of the 5mm, the 5.9mm, and the 6.5, I did one of those. It's up. Again, I didn't bring the 6mm rope in here, guys, but this is the 5mm rope. Now I want you to see up close. This is what I wear. And after, you know, just seeing a chain and you throwing that on, it always, especially on camera, this one looks way bigger than this one. Whenever I did that, it almost looked unproportional, but I think they look pretty good in real life. But again, 5mm and the 6.5mm. Why is this a good reference? Because now you can kind of tell from that 5mm, do you want to go 6? Do you want to go 4? So my suggestion is, if you're going to, let's just use these for examples, okay? So you guys can go from there. If you're skinnier, a 24-inch on you is going to be a 26-inch. If you're super skinny, that may even be a 28-inch. A 20-inch on you is a choker on me. Okay, a 22-inch on you is a 20-inch on me. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right, guys, I would say ladies and gentlemen, but I think I only get more guys. There is the 4mm next to that. So, and then there's the 5. My suggestion is, if you're going to have your flat link be longer, have it bigger than your rope. So this one's actually a little bigger. I think the 5 would be fine either way, up top or below, or even. This 4mm, I would say if you were going to have this, unless it was with a pendant like you saw me wearing earlier, which even then is up to you guys if you like that look, have this shorter. Have that curved up, maybe like on me, a 22-inch with that 24-inch. Or I have the bigger rope would be a 26-inch with a smaller flat link, 24-inch. And remember, when I say smaller, not smaller, because you see again, oops, how big a rope, a 5mm rope that's cut, diamond cut. So you're looking at like probably 4.8, 4.7, guys, I can't remember, versus this guy. And let's also talk about this 6.5. When I put the 5mm on the caliper, it was 5mm. When I put the 5.9 on there, it was 5.9. When I put the 6.5 on there, it's coming up 6.7, 6.8. So there's that, and that was consistent. This is a sweet spot to me. Braden has done some, I don't know what to call them, they're on his Instagram and stuff, of the 10mm. So if you guys want to check that out, that's something that that's balling on a budget, is what he says. It's above my pay grade is what that is. Check this out with a, so So you can't even see it from that side, guys. Look at that. 6.5mm, 7mm. Now, Braden 7mm ropes are cut at almost 7mm. I think this one was 7. So, this and this, does that look good to you? Doesn't look bad, right? But you have to remember, this stands out. So, I definitely wouldn't have the rope at this size as your shorter chain. I can put that on and show you what that would look like. I don't think you'd like it. So, again, guys, this one's missing an inch, not 22 inches. So it's gonna lay a little differently. I wanted this one more catered to me. So you see, I have this one at 21.5. So that's a little more than what a 20 would look like. So there's that. It's great for just collared shirts, summertime. And again, that is why I don't know about all that. Oh, let me get the darn thing to lay here. It's caught. Maybe that's you. Guys, if it's you, rock it. Who cares what other people think? If that's what you got, wear it. But to me, excuse me, I'm gonna pull that down here. To me, if you're, I've got that all messed up, don't I? There's that popular wank he's talking about. Let me just go ahead and fix it. So on kinking, does this thing kink? It does sometimes, not normally, but when you're messing around with a bunch of chains and stuff, it can. The 5mm, if you put it down and you were to pick it up, it might have a chain or a link or two. Just barely touch that one. It's not like a Cuban, it comes right out. 5.9 barely did it. This guy never hardly does it. Unless, not like I said, I'm doing one of these silly things. So that would be the 7mm with the 6.5. So if you wanted to do that, that would have been in 26 inches. And I wish I had this rope in 26 inches sometimes. But I mean, I really like that one. So to me, this always needs to be, I don't know, it needs to, the ropes are just so dominant. So I like the flat link being up top. That's me. Doesn't really matter though, guys. It's all about what your preference is. So and I've just got this one laying here, so let's just use this one for a comparison. Now this is going to be a bigger, this is an 8mm Cuban from Gus Villa. But now you've got the 6.5. And so what's another reason this is up here? To take a look at the length difference. And take a good look here at the difference in gap sizes. You're not going to have very much gap over here. Gus Villa, beautiful job, man. Love Daniel Jewelry, first Gus Villa chain. Check them out. Handmade stuff from Miami. So, 28.1 grams. What do I think? Over the other two, it's definitely me. It's that sweet spot, guys. It's the set it and forget it chain. It's Braden's 5.5mm flat to me. And it is 14 karat. I don't know why everybody thinks everything I own is 18 karat. It is not. Okay, this is awesome. Gold gets soft. He just did a thing on 22 karat. 22 karat is very wearable. But it can bend. It can do stuff like that, especially, I mean, if you're sleeping in it, it gets caught. It's not as fragile as everyone thinks it is, but it is something that you got to be careful with. You know, you got to take a little more time with it. I ain't worried about scratches, and I did say ain't. Day 2 on this cup. Check out them spider webs. I mean, a little Spider-Man. I know some of you guys already seen this, but thoughts on that? Yeti definitely ice stays icy longer. However, I think that's cool, so I can't hate on it. The best way, though, to determine what size is good for you guys is just to keep watching videos, do research. Someone else said try to buy a cheap chain, or maybe the Amazon try before you buy, or something like that, just to get that preference, or that reference for your preference. And remember, guys, it looks bigger on camera. That's what she said. So this 6.5 right here, I'm a big guy. I would say it probably looks like a 6.5. On someone smaller, the 6.5 is going to look like the 7.5. When I looked at Braden's video, I thought, well, the 7.5 he's showing probably looks like an 8.5. At that point, I knew I didn't want an 8.5, but would I want even a 7.5? So that's why I went to order the 6.5. I put the 5.9s up. I really wanted that chain. I just the 6.5, guys, was where it was at for me. It just made sense because when I put it on, and I even knew that the 7.5 wouldn't be for me, because if it was bigger, I would want it to be longer. And that's not what I was looking for at this point. I just wanted this. I wanted it to go along with this 5mm rope, you know. And that's just, let's see here. We're 37 minutes into this video. How many of you guys made it to the end? Any of you? I checked it out. I've got some Canadian viewers. I love Canadian people. As an American, you guys really stepped up during 9/11 when I was in high school and let us use your airports and just all sorts of other things that were just very patriotic of you guys and just very brotherly, and we love you guys. I noticed that some of you guys use closed captions. I don't know if that's because you have hard time hearing or if I mumble, because my wife says I mumble a lot. Could be both. Just know that I see you. I love you. So here you go, guys. This would be what, the 7mm, or I've got a 5mm right now and a 4mm together at 26 inches. And then I've got this guy at 24 inches. So back here, that's the look you get. And so, and every once in a while, I just, you know, I love that 22 and that 24 look. It's a cleaner look, but today we want to go messy. It's game day. It's fun. Again, be yourself, guys. Like I said last time, you know, life's short. Don't worry about what other people want, or it'll be over before you know it, and you won't have anything that you want. Okay? Don't live somebody else's life. You know, just appreciate everybody watching. And if you guys ever asking, you know, you see my picture with Snoop and Wiz and stuff on it, you know, you ask me about what that's like, and I don't know, guys. I mean, it's hard to remember. Those days are really smoky in my head, but I don't know. I just appreciate you guys watching. 40 viewers, or subscribers, I mean, not viewers, got a lot more viewing, but the subscribers, again, really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And I want to leave you with this, guys. One of my favorite quotes has always been, since we're talking about do your thing, be yourself, okay? The other day I said, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. That's one of my favorite quotes. Another one is, the 2 greatest days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. You guys have a blessed day.